Cardano's going to $2. It's going to $5. It's going to $10, $20, $100. Well, these aren't my price predictions. These are price predictions of random people on YouTube who have thrown numbers out there without zero evidence or anything to back it up. That's why I'm decided to make this video. I'm going to give you a low, a high, and a base case for 2025 as we end 2024. But instead of just throwing random numbers at you, I'm going to tell you exactly how I got there down to the penny for Cardano. Again, 3 reasons. Before we get into that, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's start. With the overall market going down, including Bitcoin, of course, sitting at the time of recording, $93,000, Cardano has stayed in the top 10, sitting at number 9 at 88.2 cents, breaking that key 90-cent support level. Now, this is nothing to be afraid of. This is just that time volume starts to drop. People are traveling for the holidays. We just had a massive run for Bitcoin since Donald Trump won the presidency and became president-elect. We needed a cool off, the flush out of leverages. There's been a lot of volatility. I think this week is going to be mild volatility. And then heading into next week, going into, of course, 2025, I think volatility starts to ramp up yet again. Now, I mentioned I have an exact formula to how I got to my price predictions. Well, one, we're going to say $10 trillion market cap is going to be the totality of the entire crypto space. 8 to 12, we're going to take right down the middle, the even number, $10 trillion. And Cardano's current dominance is sitting at 0.97%, which gives it a around $31 billion market cap. Now, my low end, this is call it the worst case scenario, if you will, is Cardano actually loses some dominance and gets to 0.85%. I'll tell you exactly what price target that comes out to when you do all the math, as I've already done it for you. But what are some reasons or factors that could come into play here? Let's say one, the Treasury, the ADA Treasury, which goes live in Chang Hard Fork 2, which is supposed to be in Q1, Q2 of next year of 2025. Let's say that gets mismanaged and it just ends up being massive sell pressure for the ADA token. That could be one reason why we hit that low number. Another reason is Midnight does not ship. Midnight is, Charles said, is the most, and I'm not paraphrasing him here, but this is kind of what he said. Hey, it's the most technologically advanced thing we've done. Like, I think he said ever, right? It's going to bring in partner chains. It's going to bring in privacy. It's going to bring in RWA. And I have a video, and I'm going to share with you in a little bit of Charles speaking on this exact thing. This has been in works for years. Let's say this thing gets pushed back out of 2025. We don't get any Midnight. That could potentially be a reason why Cardano's dominance will slip to 0.85%. We know Bitcoin DeFi has been a large narrative for Cardano. We've talked about the potential of value it would bring to the Cardano network with Bitcoin DeFi. Let's say Cardano just doesn't get there. It is not even in the top 5. Doesn't even have a seat at the table. That could be a reason why we get down to the 0.85%. And then retail just never comes. People are struggling. They're working 2-3 jobs. Let's say inflation kicks back up. Let's say, I don't know, something economically is bad. People don't have money. Retail doesn't come. That could lead to it. Now, what price would that put ADA at 0.85% dominance at a $10 trillion market cap? You're looking at a $2.70 ADA, which is almost pretty much a 3x. A 3x, 3.5x from where we are today. Not bad for a worst case scenario. Now let's put our astronaut helmet on. Let's talk about some moon boy numbers, right? Let's just say Cardano's dominance goes from 0.97 and a 4x's to 4%. Now 4% sounds like a crazy number, but with everything that Cardano's got on the table for 2025, I wouldn't completely write it off. What are some things that could push Cardano into that 4% dominance? Well, one, Midnight becomes a massive success. I want to share that video with you that I kind of mentioned a couple minutes ago. This is Charles Hoskinson. And let me give credit to the person who posted this. Angry Crypto Show posts a lot of great Cardano content. Definitely go recommend you go follow them. This is a 50-second clip of Charles Hoskinson highlighting Midnight and the importance of it.
Midnight will be the single biggest economic event for the Cardano ecosystem in its history. It's going to airdrop to more than 100 million people and build bridges with all the major networks and bring people together by the nature of Minotaur, the consensus protocol on the Midnight Horizon. One of the magical properties of Midnight, above and beyond the glacier drop, is that Midnight is like all of you, the builders. It's an asset issued on Cardano. Not ADA, but an asset on Cardano, which means we now have the same lived experience that all of you who have issued an asset on Cardano have. The same experience with exchanges, the same experience with custodians, the same experience with wallet support. And we're going to have to spend next year more than $20 million getting necessary integrations with dozens of different custodians, wallets, and platforms just to open those floodgates up.
No, I said technological feat. It was an economic feat. So I stand corrected. But either way, this is pretty massive. Now, that is, I think, the most important thing that we need to get to our high target of 4% dominance. The other thing is partner chains. Charles always talks about, we're talking to Algorand and Hedera, and we're talking to X, Y, Z, want to bring them in as a partner chain. That's going to be a big narrative that could potentially push Cardano into that 4% dominance. The other one is going to be very important is Cardano needs to get into the top 3 when we talk about Bitcoin DeFi and value and TVL. If it can do that, I'm not saying it needs all 3. I think it definitely needs Midnight, and I think it definitely needs Bitcoin DeFi. And if even one of those has a massive run or is extremely successful, I think we do get that 4% dominance. Now, what does the math come out to? 4% dominance for Cardano, $10 trillion market cap. You're looking at a $11.38 Cardano on the high side. Probabilities are, I would say, fair. I wouldn't say super low or medium or high, but I would say they're fair. So that's $11.38. Now, my base case is Midnight ships. Maybe it's not a massive success. We do get some partner chains. We get RLUSD in there. Maybe get a stable coin. Retail starts trickling in. My base case for Cardano is its dominance rises from 0.97 to 2.5%, which gives us a price of around $7.11. This is for 2025. Of course, anything can happen. These price predictions are not set in stone. If new information comes out, we'll make a new video kind of adjusting these numbers. But that is where I'm at. Low end, $2.70. High end, $11.38. And my base case is $7.11. Which of those 3 do you think is more likely for Cardano? Let me know in the comment section. Also, come check out our live show Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you in the next one.